Hi everybody, this is Ollie Cantos here, and I'd like, as always, to start off by congratulating those of you who are just brand new to my team, and it is so exciting that you are on board with us, and each day I am going to be sharing with you various tidbits of information that can help you take your quality of life to the next level, both within business and outside of it. And it is exciting today, as part of the next installment of the Visionary series, for me to talk about leveraging your struggles. When we go through our lives, gosh knows that there are times that we have a lot of trouble, and there are times when we struggle in many ways. It can be with our sense of who we are. It can be we've worked on something and we just end up getting nowhere, or people let us down, or we put our trust in something and it just ends up to be trust that turns out not to be well placed. Or a small struggle at the moment is keeping my hat on while the wind blows. So when it comes to life, sorry about that, and our struggles, we have to actually think about how those things can impact our lives. And there are two possibilities of what can happen if we take those struggles and think about them. One thing can be that those struggles can actually hold us back. Because when we think about what mistakes we've made, or the struggles that have resulted from past decisions that we've made, or when we've tried to do something that hasn't worked, if we let that weigh on us to the point where we end up not taking the action that we need, the kind of action that we know we need to take, or we end up being so discouraged that we take the wrong actions because we wrongly think that what happened in the past will somehow mean that we're not going to succeed in the future, those things can be really problematic for all of us. But instead, the second way of looking at our struggles is if we look at them not only as learning experiences, because gosh knows we've all heard that before, but I have to admit that in the past, when I've talked about, when I've heard people say, well, consider your struggles to be your learning experiences, I knew that intellectually, but even though I knew that intellectually, I didn't feel that emotionally. I still felt like the struggles were still holding me back. And so the way that has changed is when it comes to the way that's changed is that I've worked on leveraging that by thinking about what those struggles really were there to teach me. And in terms of how to do that at a practical level, let me tell you some specific things that have been really proven to work. And it's more than what you might think. I mean, the expected thing that you might think I'm going to say will be to think about the lessons that those struggles teach you and so forth, and then learn from those lessons and apply them. That's obvious. But the thing that isn't so obvious is how to learn emotionally to disassociate with the pain of those past struggles. And the way to think about this is think about those people who are in sports, like all of the big sports professionals. Have you ever seen during a basketball game or a football game or whatever game that a particular player is needed to score, and right when the moment comes, they choke, and when that happens, they lose the game? Have you seen in other instances where people have been in a situation where it was, when looking at situations where they choke, where it's such an easy thing for them to have scored, but yet they ended up sabotaging themselves, and they ended up not doing well. But by contrast, there have been other times when those very same folks who are in sports, whatever the game might happen to be, where they had a really, really difficult situation where they had to score, and yet they were somehow able to pull it off. See, what that tells us is that it basically comes down to the way we approach our past mistakes in terms of the way we think about them and the way that we think about our past struggles. Whenever there's a situation when you have made a mistake, or where you've tried and you've struggled and it didn't work, you can then, the thing to do is for us to emulate what people have done in sports by forgetting the thing that the impact of the mistake that we just made. It doesn't mean that we forget that we made the mistake, and obviously we can't literally forget the mistake, but what we literally do is not apply the pain of that mistake to our next attempt. That's really important for us to remember too, because we try, and this is true for all of us, we try, we fail, we try, we fail, and yet somehow eventually we make it, right? And so in order for us to do that on a more consistent basis, we minimize emotionally, we minimize the impact of the past mistakes, knowing that the next time is a fresh new opportunity to do it again. So let's say in baseball, we're swinging the bat trying to hit the ball. We may have missed a number of times before where we'd swing and we'd miss, but just because we missed before doesn't mean that we don't try to swing at the ball the next time the ball comes our way. If we just allow ourselves to dwell upon the fact that we missed the last ball that was pitched our way, then we'll end up lowering our chances of being able to hit the ball the next time. But yet, each new pitch is a brand new beginning for you to try again. And the same way is true with life, where each time we have a new opportunity, that's a new opportunity to try the next time. So leverage your past struggles. Leverage them in a way that you know that you've made them, but that also brings you closer to getting what you want because of learning the lessons from those struggles. But the way that you also leverage it is you use the emotion of that struggle, and you literally create in yourselves a determination that you are to do better the next time. So remember the struggles on one level, of course, but attach to those struggles a different emotion, rather than those struggles disempowering you and giving you reasons seemingly to think that you can't succeed or you can't make it because you failed. Literally, it could be dozens or hundreds of times before. Instead, leverage those struggles to help you to understand, hey, you know what? Because I've struggled that much, not only am I that much closer to what I want, but I'm smarter for having learned what I've learned, and the next time is a brand new attempt, fresh with a new opportunity to be successful the next time. Okay? Because I'm not here to tell you, this is true with our business as well as with any business that you can get involved with, or with anything in life for that matter. I'm not here to tell you that things don't have difficulty at times, but however, it is a matter of mindset, where the intensity of what happens with those difficulties changes when you believe truly in your minds that things are easy. Our minds will produce for us whatever we think genuinely down deep inside, regardless of what we say out loud. Our minds will produce for us and create in our lives everything that we want. And so that's why it's really important for all of us to understand that things become easier when we decide in our minds that they're easier. And that also affects what happens as we leverage our struggles from the past, okay? The other thing too that's important is that in addition to just talking about the importance of mindset, it's also important to discuss the how behind creating that kind of mindset. It is not merely a matter, and I should clarify this too, it is not merely a matter of being positive, because instead it's a matter of being honest about what you truly think about your belief in yourself, and then taking the good elements of that, and then leveraging that for your success in the future, and doing it in a way that you believe that it's easy for you to overcome any obstacles from the past, because right now is a brand new beginning. Okay, so just remember all of this and apply it in your daily lives. When you do, and when you understand the nuances of what I've been telling you, you're going to see how amazing life can be, simply because of leveraging your past struggles in a way that optimizes your chance for success. And that's what's also really, really critical to your long-term future and your goal setting, because it's easy for us to talk big and to speak positive when things are going well, right? We all do that. We can all do that. But what about when things aren't going so great? Well, then that's when the test of our faith comes in, and that's where we make the most of what happens to us. That's all that we can do in those circumstances. So in another installment of this visionary series, I'm going to be talking about how to build a cadre of people to support you during moments of doubt. But for now, just know that when it comes to our struggles in the past, that although we, especially if things have been traumatic, we would rather forget that they ever happened. Although it isn't always possible to physically to forget those struggles, the thing that is possible for us to do is to put those struggles into perspective, and to realize that once we do this, and we do it in a way that allows us to have those struggles be a source of determination for us to do better in the future, and once we make sure on a consistent basis to make it a habit of minimizing the negative impact of those struggles by realizing that the next time won't necessarily be that way, and that we will keep trying no matter what, then we put ourselves on a whole new path to doing better and better and better. And so for today, I'd like to close by giving you your action assignments today, that if you do these things, can really, really facilitate major changes in your lives. The one thing that you may want to do, that I'd like for you to do, is to describe in detail, in writing, the struggles that you've had, whatever they may happen to be, okay? Just put them all down in terms of just writing them down, so you just lay it out there and write down how you have felt about those struggles. And if you felt negative about those struggles, write that down, just to be honest about where you are at this point. Then the second thing for you to do is you take that material that you've written and you destroy it. You physically destroy it. Whether you burn it, whether you crumple it up and throw it away, which to me isn't as much fun as ripping it into a bunch of pieces. You physically take the negativity of the past that you've written down, that you've poured out of yourself, and you physically destroy it. Flush it down the toilet if you want to. Do whatever you want to do, stomp on it, then flush it down the toilet. Burn it and watch the ashes go. Whatever it is that you do, it's just amazing what kind of a freeing effect it would be simply by taking the things that you've had in the past and understanding that you can get rid of it all. But yet you still remember that you have the struggles, or that you've had the struggles, but remember that those struggles that you've had can be part of your success story. Every success story has its origin in some struggle in some way or another. Every single time. So when it comes to that, just keep that in mind and destroy the impact, the negative impact of your struggles in the past. And the third thing, get involved with this business. I've talked about a lot of this stuff, but all of you who are part of this know that we're part of an internet marketing business. Join me by clicking the link below, and when you do, realize all of the amazing things that are in the future, because we're going to continue to grow together, being able to make money online. But today I focus mostly on attitude and on the way that we think of ourselves, because if we don't get those things taken care of, then nothing else is going to work. So join me is the third thing, and then we will take it from there. You all take good care. God bless, and I will see you soon.